Aidiculous, where good intentions go to die hilariously. Ah yes, the global north and the global south. Two imaginary coordinates on the map of human hierarchy. One side gets to hold the wallet. The other side gets to hold the begging bowl, which conveniently was manufactured in the north and imported with 16% VAT. They say it's just geography, harmless language, but have you noticed? Countries with money are always baptized North, and those without, South. Even if they're geographically East, West, or directly next door. Apparently, the science of drawing maps doubles as a racial problem-solving operation.
We don't mean north and south, literally. It's just a metaphor for who gives the money and who gives the gratitude.
Funny, because when we look at a compass, we see directions. When you look at it, you see colonial inheritance.
Welcome to the Development GPS. No matter your starting point, your final destination is always north, complete with superiority, funding, and a 90-page white paper that nobody in the South requested.
In the global South, people don't have interventions that produce specific services. They have potential, but only if we first write a 40-page log frame about it, attach gender-sensitive indicators, and of course, submit it in triplicate. To them, the South is not made of people. It's made of projects, interventions, and pilot programs that expire faster than yogurt in a third-world supermarket.
Our role is to empower the global South to speak, but only through the frameworks we design, the budgets we approve, and the jargon we pre-approve in Geneva.
Apparently, I can't have a voice until a Canadian intern finds it in a workshop.
We complain that they parachute in consultants for 48 hours to explain our own poverty back to us, using PowerPoint transitions we can't afford in our schools. We complain they hold workshops in 5-star hotels we're not allowed to enter. We complain they always say partnership, but the partnership ends the moment the grant cycle ends. But the North hears our complaints the way one hears elevator music. Background noise. Pleasant. Non-threatening. And definitely not actionable.
We listen to Southern voices all the time. Why, just last week I heard one through the translation headset while refilling my plate with samosas.
They say they want to hear our stories, but when we tell them, they edit for clarity. And by clarity, they mean erasing half of it.
We're deeply concerned about corruption in the South. Our corruption? No, that's offshore, filed neatly under strategic tax optimization. Your corruption, however, is barbaric, unprofessional, and tragically, non-deductible.
They fret that the South mismanages funds. Meanwhile, half the aid budget is vaporized by consultants, business-class flights, per diems, and sandwiches that taste like cardboard but are fully receipted. Because transparency is holy, at least for receipts, not for results.
We worry about accountability in the South. You see, we like our corruption subtle, wearing suits and hidden in Luxembourg.
We account for every coin. Meanwhile, your consultants eat more in per diems than my organization's annual budget. But hey, at least the sandwich came with an invoice. Donors believe poverty can be solved with laminated training manuals. They believe empowerment is a word you can trademark. They believe the South is an empty USB stick, waiting patiently for them to install executable democracy files and gender equality zip files.
We believe if you give a man a laminated toolkit, he'll fish for a lifetime, assuming he can read the toolkit in English with no fish left in the river.
We asked for irrigation equipment. They gave us a 300-page manual on empowerment.
AID is a boomerang, thrown majestically from the north with great ceremony, only to spin gracefully through the air and land neatly in northern bank accounts.
And partnership? Oh yes, it means we write the proposal, you provide the misery, we take the credit. Everybody clap.
Every dollar we invest multiplies in impact, especially when it multiplies in our own economy first.
AID is like Wi-Fi, strong at the source, weak when it gets here. The global north and global south are not directions. They are a stage play. One side writes the script. The other side auditions daily for the role of convincing victim. Curtain call is at the donor conference in Geneva. Formal wear required. And misery? Optional.
We are committed to sustainable partnership, which means we'll be here forever, sustainably employed.
North, south, whatever. Just stop pretending compass directions explain inequality. They don't. History does. So here's the twist ending. Maybe the South doesn't need saving. Maybe it's the North that needs therapy. Because development, as currently scripted, is not about balance. It's about keeping the compass permanently tilted while politely asking us to clap for the show.